Welcome to Chad Roman Yoga. My name is Chad Roman. I'm here with Kelly and with Sophie, and we're going to be doing a beginner yoga class, so let's get started.
Bring yourself to a seated position, cross your legs, close your eyes, sit up tall with purpose. Take a moment to find comfort and rock yourself from side to side. You can roll your shoulders. And then bring yourself to stillness. Sit up tall with purpose. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Do a 5-breath exercise beginning with an exhale. Exhale the air from your mouth. Inhale in your nose. Hold your breath at the top. Exhale, let it go. Inhale in your nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Let it go. Inhale, hold your breath at the top. Exhale, let it go. Moving forward to child's pose. Shift your weight forward, unwrap your ankles, walk your knees back. Bring your big toes to touch, bring your knees to the edge of the mat, sink your hips towards your heels, and relax your forehead towards the mat. Take a moment here to thank yourself for taking time to invest in yourself. Begin to let go of the events of the day or evening. Begin to let go of any expectations of practice or of the rest of the day or evening. Continue to ground yourself in the present moment by simply bringing awareness to your breath. Without force, restriction, or judgment, let your breath flow freely. Take a big inhale in your nose. Big exhale, sink your hips towards your heels. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale. Big exhale, sink your hips towards your heels. On your next inhale, bring yourself to a tabletop position, palms stacked underneath your shoulders, knees stacked underneath your hips. Spread your fingertips wide, ground down through your palms. Bring your belly button up towards your spine. Inhale your gaze to the ceiling, cow pose. Open up in your chest, sink your belly towards the mat. On your next exhale, cat pose. Bring your gaze to your belly button, round your spine, push your mat away. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continue flowing through cat and cow on your own, finding any happy organic movement that feels good to you. You can rock your hips from side to side. You can roll your shoulders, maybe roll your neck. Also spend a little time awakening your wrists, whatever feels good to you. Bring yourself to a still tabletop position. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, press your palms evenly into the mat, send your hips high. Spread your fingertips wide, ground down through the L's of your palms. Find length in your sides, send your hips a little bit higher. Bring your one heel at a time to the mat, and back and forth. Look under one arm, then the other. Slowly awakening your hamstrings and lower back. Bring yourself to a still downward dog. Inhale, come up on your toes. Exhale, press your heels towards the mat, your hips a little higher. One more time. Inhale, come up on your toes. Exhale, press your heels towards the mat, your hips a little higher. Inhale your gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, walk your feet behind your wrists, preparing for ragdoll. Feet hip-width distance apart. Place a generous bend in your knees. Bring your chest towards your thighs, grab for opposite elbows. Allow for your head to be heavy. You can hang out right here if you like. You can gently sway your torso from side to side. You can shake your head and nod your head. Option to bend one knee and straighten the other and back and forth. Bring yourself to a still ragdoll. Gently release your palms to the mat. Interlace your palms behind your back, preparing for a chest expansion. Bring your palms away from your hips. Squeeze your palms together. Continue to breathe. And gently release your palms to the mat. Forward fold. Heel toe your feet to touch with a slight gap in between your heels. Just a slight bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your palms to your shins. Find length in your spine. Bring your shoulder blades to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Nice, a slight bend in your knees. Bring your gaze to your toes. Slowly roll up one vertebra at a time, allowing for your head to be heavy, allowing for your spine to strengthen and stretch. As you make your way up to the top, shrug your shoulders up, shrug your shoulders down, shrug your shoulders forward, shrug your shoulders backwards. Inhale your arms up high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Inhale in your nose. Exhale out your nose. Ground down through your feet. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Take a moment to look inside to set your own personal intention and or dedication for practice. Bring your hands by your side. Gently blink your eyes open. Inhale, mountain pose, arms up high. Ground down through your feet. Lift up in your knees. Find length in your side. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your palms to touch overhead. Exhale, hinge to the right. Ground down through your feet. Breathe into your left side body. Set your gaze. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hinge to the left. Ground down through your feet. Breathe into your right side body. Set your gaze. Long inhale. Long exhale. Inhale back to center. Release your palms. Exhale, baby back bend. Goal post your arms. Bring your gaze to the ceiling. Gently send your hips forward. Ground down through your feet. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Slight bend in your knees. Bring your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, squat and curl. Lift your heels off the mat. Bring your forehead to your knees. Round your spine. Really emphasizing the forehead to knees to realign the spine from the side to side back bends. Inhale, halfway lift. Release your heels back to the mat. Exhale, hands to the mat. High plank. Step it back. Hold it here. Spread your fingertips wide. Ground down through your palms. Bring your hips in line with your heels and your shoulders. Engage your core. Continue to breathe. If at any time you want to come down to your knees, go ahead and do so. Your next exhale, come halfway down. Low plank. Bring the tops of your feet to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Gaze to the ceiling. Thighs lift the tops of the feet to the mat. Open up in your chest. On your next exhale, downward facing dog. Flowing through Sun A 2 more times, linking our breath to movement. Inhale your gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Palms to touch. Exhale, hinge to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, hinge to the left. Inhale, center. Release your palms. Exhale, baby back bend. Let your heart shine. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, squat and curl. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Palms to touch. Exhale, hinge to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hinge to the left. Inhale back to center, release your palms. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, squat and curl. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving on to sun salutation B. Inhale your gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Arms up high, bring your hips low. Ground down through your heels. Find length in your side, engage your core. Continue to breathe. Inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Bring your palms towards the back of your mat. Stay grounded through your heels. Keep your hips low. Find length in your side. Continue to breathe. Option for drinking bird to lift your heels off the mat. Set your gaze. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step through your palms, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, back heel lifted, 90-degree bend in your front knee, arms up high. Ground down through your front heel. Make sure your front knee stacked directly over your front ankle. Back leg active, square your hips. On your next exhale, airplane arms. Bring your palms towards the back of your mat. Stay grounded through your front heel. Keep the 90-degree bend in your front knee. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms up high. Legs remain the same. Exhale, warrior two. Spin your back heel to the mat. Find your heel to heel alignment, 90-degree bend in your front knee. Torso stacked over your hips, gaze over your fingertips. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Rotate your arms 6 to 12. Ground down through your front heel. Press the edge of your back foot. Back leg straight. 90-degree bend in your front knee. Sink your hips a little lower. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. Bring your right palm to the sky. Little to no weight in your back palm. Back leg straight. Option for a half bind. On your next exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, we always have the option to skip high to low plank. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step through your palms, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, back heel lifted, 90-degree bend in your front knee, arms up high. Square your hips with the front of your mat. Stack your torso over your hips. Inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Ground down through your front heel. Keep the 90-degree bend in your front knee. Back leg active. Back heel lifted. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms up high. Exhale, warrior two. Spin your back heel to the mat. Find your heel to heel alignment, 90-degree bend in your front knee. Gaze over your fingertips. Have strong arms here. So if anybody's going to push on your arms, you would not go anywhere. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Rotate your arms 6 to 12. Ground down through your front heel. Sink your hips a little lower. Find length in your side. Continue to breathe. On your next inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. Bring your left palm to the sky. Little to no weight in your back palm or half bind. Continue to breathe. On your next exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gonna flow through sun B 2 more times, linking our breath to movement. Before we get moving, let's let go of some of this heat. Take a big inhale in your nose. Big exhale out your mouth. One more time. Big inhale. Big exhale, let something go. Inhale your gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane arms. Option for drinking bird. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step through your palms, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, back heel lifted. Exhale, airplane arms. Keep the 90-degree bend in your front knee. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. 90-degree bend in your front knee. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Rotate your arms 6 to 12. Inhale, reverse triangle. Right palm to the sky. Front leg straight. Back leg straight. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step through your palms, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, back heel lifted, arms up high. Exhale, airplane arms. 90-degree bend in your front knee. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms up high. Exhale, warrior two. Heel to heel alignment. Back leg straight. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Front leg straight. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. High to low plank. Option for crow, jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step through your palms, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two. Or inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step through your palms, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, windmill your hands to the mat. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step through your palms, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, revolve, crescent lunge. Bring your left elbow to your right knee. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. For modification, come down to your back knee. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. Continue to breathe. On your next exhale, gently release your back knee to the mat. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up high, 90-degree bend in your front knee, back knee to the mat. You may need to walk your front foot forward to create the 90-degree bend. Bring your hands to your thigh. Bring your gaze to your belly button. Round your spine as you push your thigh away. Feel the stretch in your left hip flexor. Inhale your gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale, half split. Straighten your front leg. Bring your palms to the mat. Bring your forehead to your knees. Flex your right toes towards your face. Breathe into the tension. Long inhale. Long exhale. On your next inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, runner's lunge. Place your hands on the inside of your right foot. Heel toe your right foot to the top corner of your mat. And stay on your palms. You can come down to your forearms. Inhale yourself back to your palms. Exhale, send your right foot back to meet your left foot in a high plank position. Preparing for side plank. Shift the weight of your body into your left palm. Stack your feet on top of each other or come down to your knee, bottom knee. Be sure to come down to your bottom knee or have your feet stacked directly on top of each other. Protect your lower back and your knees in this position. Relax your hand to the mat, downward dog or high to low plank, yogi's choice. Same thing on the opposite side. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step through your palms, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, revolve, crescent lunge to your left. Bring your right elbow to your left knee. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. For modification, come down to your back knee. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. Release your back knee to the mat. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up high, 90-degree bend in your front knee. Bring your hands to your thigh. Bring your gaze to your belly button. Round your spine. Push your thigh away. Inhale your gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale, half split. Your front leg, bring your hands to the mat. Bring your forehead towards your knee. Flex your left toes towards your face. Breathe into the tension. Long inhale. Long exhale. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, runner's lunge. Place your hands on the inside of your left foot. Heel toe your left foot to the top corner of your mat. You stay on your palms. You can come down to your forearms. Either way, allow for your head to be heavy. Inhale yourself back to your palms. Exhale, send your left foot back to meet your right foot in a high plank position, preparing for side plank on the opposite side. Stack your feet on top of each other or come down to your bottom knee. Bring your left palm to the sky and rainbow your hips up to the ceiling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your hand to the mat. Downward dog or high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down. Inhale your gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Preparing for tree. Bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left calf or left thigh, avoiding any pressure on the left knee. Bring your hands to heart center. Option to grow your branches here to any variation that's comfortable for you and your body. Set your gaze, focus on your breathing for standing meditation. Gently release your foot to the mat. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, preparing for tree on the opposite side. Bring the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right calf or right thigh, avoiding any pressure on the right knee. And keep your hands at heart center. Option to grow your branches to any variation that's comfortable for you and your body. Gently release your foot to the mat. Inhale, mountain pose, arms up high. Exhale, dancers on your right. Bring your right elbow in tight, palm up. Grab the inner arch of your right foot. Bring your knees close together, left arm up high. Inhale, lean forward. As exhale, kick into your palm. Set your gaze. Slight bend in your left knee. Continue to breathe. Gently release your foot to the mat. Inhale, mountain. Prepare for dancers on the opposite side. Exhale, bring your left elbow in tight, palm up. Grab the inner arch of your left foot. Bring your knees in tight. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, kick into your palm. Set your gaze. Focus on your breathing. Gently release your foot to the mat. Inhale, mountain pose, arms up high. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. Bring your right shin to your left wrist. Square your hips with the front of your space. Flex your right toes to protect your right knee. Inhale your gaze up. Exhale, gently release the sleeping pigeon. Keeping your hips square with the front of your space. Relax your forehead down and begin to surrender to your practice. If this does not feel good on your knee in any way, do not do this pose. Option to lay on your back for figure 4 pose. If you lay on your back, you can bring your right ankle to your left knee. Grab the back of your thigh, keeping your toes flexed to protect your knee. Wherever you're at, we'll all meet back in a downward facing dog. If you're in pigeon, send your right foot high. Bring some new movement back to your leg. As you roll down in downward dog, inhale your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your left knee to your left wrist, your left shin to your right wrist. Square your hips with the front of your mat. Flex your left toes to protect your left knee. Inhale your gaze up. Exhale, gently release to sleeping pigeon. If you took figure 4 on the opposite side, be sure to balance yourself out with figure 4 on this side as well. Continue to surrender to your practice. Inhale yourself back to your palms. Exhale, 3-legged down dog. Send your left leg high, bring new movement back to your leg. Option for scorpion dog to bend your knee and open your hip. Wall meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, shift your way forward to a high plank. Exhale, slowly with control, come all the way down to your mat. Bring your feet to touch, bring your knees to touch. Press the tops of your feet down into the mat as you do so. Inhale, lift your chest off the mat, putting little to no weight in your palms. Engage your core, bring your gaze to the mat. Continue to breathe. Gently release your chest back to the mat for reverse Shavasana. Bring your gaze to the right, bring your hands by your hips, palms up. Continue to breathe. Bring your chin back to center, preparing for floor bow. Bring your feet close to your glutes, grab the outside of your feet. Knees in tight, inhale, lift your chest off the mat. Exhale, kick into your palms. Continue to breathe. Your core engaged. And gently release. To reverse Shavasana, bring your gaze to the opposite direction to the left. Option to windshield wiper your feet back and forth. Help relieve pressure off your lower back and hips. Bring your palms back to the mat. Gently push yourself up. Come all the way up, standing on your knees. Swing your legs around to one side. Come to sitting on your glutes. Come all the way down to laying on your back. Preparing for bridge pose. Bring your feet hip width distance apart. Press your heels down into the mat. Send your hips high. Interlace your palms behind your back. Tuck your shoulders. Send your hips a little higher. Stay grounded through your heels. Continue to breathe. Bring your chin away from your chest. And next exhale, gently release one vertebra at a time. Your hips back to the mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock yourself back and forth all the way up to a seated position, preparing for seated forward fold. Extend your legs out long in front of you. Inhale your arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Your hands to the outside of your feet, calves or ankles. Option to place a slight to generous bend in your knees. Keep length in your spine. This is to counterbalance the spine strengthening and stretching we've been doing. Continue to breathe. And gently release. Inhale yourself up. Exhale slowly with control. Come all the way down to your mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Extend your left leg long. Bring your right knee into your side body. Give it a squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your right knee to your left side. Bring your arms out to a T. Both shoulder blades on the mat. Bring your gaze all the way to the right for that full body spinal twist. Keeping your both shoulder blades on the mat. Let your right knee just hang freely. Inhale both your knees back in your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze to realign your spine. Then extend your right leg long. Bring your left knee into your side body. Inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your left knee to your right side. Arms out to a T. Both shoulder blades on the mat. Gaze fully to the left. That full body spinal twist. Bring your knees back into your chest. Grab the inside or the outside of your feet for happy baby pose. Bring your knees into your side body. You can hang out right here. You can gently rock yourself from side to side, extending one leg long and then the other, back and forth, like a happy little baby. Feel free to get your giggle on. And bring your knees back into your chest one last time. Give yourself a big old hug. Show yourself some big old love for an amazing practice. Bring your forehead to your knees. Round your spine. Hold your breath at the top. And exhale. Gently release to Shavasana. Close your eyes. Take up space. Allow for your body to be heavy. Allow for your mind to be free. Feel yourself melt into your mat. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue away from the top of your mouth. And allow for your eyes to fall to the back of your head. Allow for your mind to go wherever it needs to go. Let it overanalyze whatever it needs to overanalyze. It's what it does best. When you find yourself lost in a thought or an emotion, it's okay, it's completely natural. Just gently and kindly practice reminding yourself to bring your awareness back to your breath, back to the present moment, where you're safe, happy, and healthy. Take a few moments just to be. Take a big inhale in your nose. Big exhale out your mouth. Gently begin to reintroduce movement back to your body. Rock your head from side to side. When you feel like it's time, give yourself a good morning stretch with a big inhale and a big exhale. Reawakening. and then roll to the side that is calling. Take a moment just to feel the effects of your yoga practice. And go ahead and leave behind on your mat anything that you happen to bring to your mat energetically, emotionally does not serve you anymore. Just go ahead and leave it here, leave it here, leave it here. Gently push yourself up to a seated position with your legs crossed, your eyes closed, and your hands at heart center. Take one last grounding breath together as a community. Inhale in your nose, hold your breath at the top. Exhale, let it go. Bow forward to seal in our practice. Namaste.
Thank you all so much for joining us. Again, this is Chad Roman Yoga. I'm Chad Roman. This is Kelly, and this is Sophie. Thank you guys both so much for your help. Have a great day. Namaste.